Obviously, it's been a big year for you, now including your pregnancy as well. Did you tell your teammates before the public announcement, and how did they react?
Yeah, it was so tough keeping it a secret from my teammates. There was lots of little white lies in terms of having to, not fake injuries, but you know, be like, oh, I'm just rehabbing, I'll be back in a couple of weeks. And then after a couple of weeks, it's like, oh, another couple of weeks. And that was really difficult, especially, you know, when they're saying, oh, we can't wait to have you back on the pitch. Like, when's your first game gonna be? And not being able to share that with them. But when we did, we actually told them in a meeting prior to training here. And I was very nervous for it, but it was a great announcement. The reaction was unbelievable. We filmed it and I think there was some tears. People were so shocked, which was, I thought a lot more people would kind of have an inkling, but because I've been training more or less completely normally, like bar the contact side of rugby, I'd been in every session that I could be. I was still training really hard. I think they'd thought, yeah, Abbie's just rehabbing and she'll be back. So when we kind of dropped that bombshell, it was a great reaction, and also just so nice to see how like supportive everyone was and how excited everyone is, and how behind us they are.
How does the RFU's new maternity policy make you feel?
I think the great thing about the policy is that as players we now feel supported. I'm not the first player to have a baby and to go through that, but I'm probably the first player to be supported in that. And I think it's been a long time coming, and thank God that we have it in place now. I think as a player, you know that it's you're much more capable to start a family whilst you're in your playing career, and you can, you know, be ambitious to get back to playing post a baby. I think previously players probably felt like they had to retire in order to start a family or cut their career short, whereas that's just not the case now. And it's been great, the work that they've been doing, speaking to other sports, speaking to other nations, and, you know, having a small player board, liaising with them about what it looks like. And so for me, like, I'm fully comfortable knowing that I have the support around, not just at England, but here at Bristol as well. And I've got everything that I need in order to start a family and return to rugby afterwards. When you tell them that you're pregnant, their first assumption is that you're just not training anymore. They're like, oh, what do you do now? And I am busier than ever. So on my day-to-day, at the minute, I still do speed with all the girls. It's exactly the same. I might just be a little bit slower. Skills is exactly the same. My weight sessions, certain exercises might be adjusted, but all our programs are individualised anyway. And then in units, when they're doing scrum and line out and kickoffs, there'll be little bits that I can be involved in. If I can't be involved in, then I'll be eyes on, helping out, you know, speaking to players about little bits of details, technique, just anywhere that I can, you know, kind of offer support or, you know, a little bit of coaching, then I will do. And then I'd say the main difference is when they're training on the pitch, the rugby stuff, obviously I can't do that, but I've got my own sessions conditioning alongside, which are usually pretty horrible, pretty tough. In between the reps, I can have one eye on what they're doing and, you know, and watch training and still feel like I can be involved because I'm still in all the meetings, I'm still in the strat group, and then on match day, although I'm not playing, I'm still mic'd up, running water, running messages, and still kind of helping do whatever I can do for the team. Like I say to them, if you need a ball drying, I'll dry a ball. If you need a stud replacing, I'll do that. I just want to be involved and help out where I can.
What are your aspirations for the future from a playing point of view?
I've been quite ambitious in terms of what I've said in that I want to be back playing as soon as possible. Ambitious, naive, I'm not sure what you call it. I don't know how I'll feel and how my body is obviously going to react, but I do want to get back playing. I want to be back in a Prem shirt as soon as possible. I want to be back in a Red Roses shirt. I don't want to finish my career at 29, absolutely not. I want to go on to a home World Cup, would be an absolute dream. Other Six Nations, I'd love to be back in World Team of the Year. So I think I've played some really good rugby over the past 2 years, but hopefully that's not the height of my career. I want to go on, and I believe that there's a lot more rugby in me and a lot more better rugby in me.